So in the previous video we have just printed the hello world onto the screen. Now I'm going to explain all of this code. So first one is using keyword. So with this using keyword you will be using the namespace. So you can think of this namespace as a container for holding the classes, and also here you can see there is a namespace with the name sample underscore tutorial. So this is our project name we have created, and there will be a namespace for our sample tutorial. That is our project name, and inside this namespace you can see here curly braces which ends here, and this in this curly braces we have a class called class 1, and this is the public class 1, and in this there is a main function. So all the programs start with this main function, and inside this we have the code which prints hello world. So the public in the sense we'll be discussing the oops concepts in the later videos. So the public is to get accessibility, and the class keyword is to define the class name, and the static means this cannot be duplicated. So there will be only one main function across all the objects of the class created. So it's like a shared copy among these objects. So you will be creating the objects for each classes, and the main function will be same for all of the objects. So that is the meaning of the static. And the void means this function returns nothing. So here you can see we did not put any return keyword or something like that. So we are just putting the void because it does not return anything. It just prints something onto the console screen. And here this is the name of the function, that is main, and the string this brackets represents the array, so arguments. So this whatever the command line arguments you will be given will be stored in this args string array. You can access them using the args of 0, args of 1, etc. So this is the basic explanation of the code. And the thing is, in C# or any other programming languages, there are so many modules. So in those modules there are ton of classes and ton of methods, and no one can teach you all of those methods, and in reality no one can remember all of those classes and methods. So what we can do is we can remember how to fetch all of this information, and we can use the Microsoft documentation for this. So whenever you got the doubt, you can Google up for the C# function or the class, and you can read up the documentation. Or what you can do is you can hover onto this console, that is your class, and holding control, and here you can see there is a link to this console, and if you click this one, and here you can see it opens the source code of this class console. So here you can see the namespace is system, and it is also using bunch of namespace I guess. And in this console here you can see there are so many methods. So window width, so you can change the window width, text editor, etc. So here you can go to the scroll all of these methods and see what suits for your purpose. So even the same function have the different parameters, so these are called parameters, and based upon these parameters these corresponding functions gets executed. So let us examine some of these functions. So let's say console dot. So whenever you don't know what function or the members lies in that class, you can put the dot, and you can see here the list of all the members and methods from that class. That's the studio is showing for you. So first one is background color. You can see the wrench icon. Wrench icon means this is a normal member, like a variable, not a method. So here this cube one is the purple cube one is method. You need to encode them in the normal brackets. So here you can also change the foreground color and background color as well. And you can see here, you can scroll down and see what things you can use for your purpose. So first one I can experiment is title. So I can double click on this and console.title, and you can see the type is string. So we need to say console.title is equals to let's say my first C# application, and every statement ends with the semicolon, just like in the C, CPP or Java. So this C# also gives the vibes of CPP and Java combined. Okay, let's cut this one and put this below printing the hello world. So we have changed the title. Let's go and run this one, and here you can see instead of showing the path, it says that my first C# application. Let's also experiment different things. So read line used to take the input, so we'll be discussing that in the later videos. And the foreground color, so foreground color, hover onto this, and there is something called console color. So I don't know console color, so what I want to do is I will say console color C#. So enum is similar to the structure, so we'll be discussing this later, don't worry about that. So enum is like a structure, you can but it allocates the memory of the highest member on this enum. So here you can see these are the values. So all you can do is you can access these values using console color dot black. So you can say console color dot black, it gives the value 0, and here you can see the examples as well. So they are looping over this console color array and printing all of the values, but we will be just sticking to this normal, let's say console.foreground color is equals to console color, and if you hover onto this it says enum. Whenever it says enum, you can press dot and see the members. So these are the already predefined values. If you say red, and the red will be assigned to this foreground color. And let's go run this, and here you can see the foreground color has been turned to red, the hello world. And you can also change the background color, I guess. Let's say green. So here you can see the background color of the text has been changed to green, and the foreground color of the text has been changed to red. So that's how you experiment any class. If you don't know what this console color is, so you can just Google that for the C#. And also if you are googling, choose the .NET framework 4.8. So some of these almost all of these classes will be the same, but only few will be there will be only few modifications. I think we can also give the integer. So let's say what is the red value is 12. Okay, we got error. So it's already defined in the enum console.red. Red points to the value 12. So that's all for this video. This video is all about the simple explanation of all these code and how one can find the useful classes and the methods that suits our purpose. So I'm saying again, no one can teach all of these classes and methods. There will be a ton of methods. So one can teach is the ability for you to search all of these methods and classes and use what's right, what's best for you.